Hello, everyone, and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 1, PSV 0, or PSV 0, Rangers 1, whatever way you want to look at it. I'm not going to lie, this feels bloody good. I am your host, Scott Carney, and I am with Scott Gemmell. Scotia, oh, we've done it, mate. We've done it.
Can we send Pearson to Mexico all the time if we get results like that?
Yes, we should. Yes, we should, mate.
Absolutely fantastic.
Mate. Yes, this I've always said, mate, this podcast is never a chore. It genuinely isn't. But on nights like this, mate, it is an absolute pleasure to sit and have a conversation. Yeah, mate, I am absolutely delighted at that bipolar Rangers team are going to do my health no good in the long run, mate, that's for sure. But to go on and achieve what we have done tonight, it is the cliche thing that's going to get put about, mate, is the journey is complete.
Oh, that is. I think we said that before. Like we were doing all the predictions, what would be success or failure this season, and to get here, to get to the group stages of the Champions League. I mean, when was the last time we were in the group stages? 2009, 2010. No, we weren't even in the 2009.
12 years ago.
We were 2009.
Yeah, 12 years ago.
2009, 2010 season. Yeah, so it's been a long time coming. Obviously, there was a few seasons there we couldn't actually get in there, but it's absolutely brilliant to be back. I've got a wee list of the teams that we could face, probably round up with that, but it's mouth-watering stuff, really.
Oh, it just is, mate. I generally don't care who we play, mate. If we want to play Man United, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, I don't care, because we're there, mate. We've done it. I really don't care. It's tremendous, man. Honestly, what a feeling. Honestly, what a feeling. And it's the thing with this Rangers team, mate, just now is the absolute frustration that we get on Saturday to this feeling right now. I mean, this is Glasgow Rangers in a nutshell, mate. It really is. I'm absolutely delighted. I'm sure everybody can tell that I am. I literally wasn't drinking, but I'm having a beer now. So to the Glasgow Rangers, everybody. Right, we'll get into the game, mate, and try and break this down without me just keep saying we're in the Champions League. The starting 11 tonight was McLaughlin, Tavernier, Goldson, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Tillman, Lawrence, Kent, and Cholak. So the same team, mate, started last week. Obviously,
Kamara was in for Davis.
Yeah, Kamara coming in for Davis. So no real shock in the team.
No, not really. On the face of it, not really. I knew you were going to ask this question, and my thoughts were it's Kamara being the bit of the shock, but Kamara can play absolutely brilliantly in Europe, as we've seen last season, and he can go a bit missing at times, as we've kind of seen against USG. But no real shocks. That was a very strong team, more attacking maybe than your head. I mean, I gave my team, and it's pretty much that, apart from Davis. But you do get the feeling with Gio that he tends to be a wee bit more conservative. But I thought that was a very promising attacking team, and the team that I wanted us to go with playing both Lawrence and Tillman in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and obviously the Rangers bus get held up at the start of the game by about 50 minutes. Rangers requested that the game be postponed a wee bit due to that. The fans kind of crowded round the bus. The request for the game to be pushed back got denied by UEFA. Get it up, UEFA. Get it up, you PSV, because we're in the Champions League. Into the game itself, mate, I thought the first 5 minutes or so were frantic. I thought Rangers looked a wee bit all over the place, and I was like, oh, PSV moved the ball really, really well. They are, again, they try to be a tactician. There'll be triangles that they do, mate, when they pass. Very impressive to watch. It really is, as you would expect from a kind of top-level Dutch team. But see, from about 6-7 minutes onwards, mate, till about, about 25 minutes or so, I thought Rangers were terrific. Honestly, so good. I thought we really knocked PSV off their stride. I thought Glenn Kamara was a major part in that. I thought he was so good with his ball retention. We were so good in the way we were using the ball as well. And Kent got a shot that was, he connects better with it than he maybe get causes to keep on more trouble. And Lundstrom, I thought he should have got his shot on target, but mate, the signs were promising.
Yeah, we looked good, Baron. That first 5 minutes, it was, as it always is in these type of games, it's the teams feeling each other out on the night kind of thing. Like you say, PSV, middle to front, looked very, very threatening. And any time they kind of went up the pitch, that way you just get the fear in you. But it's probably just because you're watching the game with that amount of nerves rather than them actually going to do anything with it. I was a wee bit disappointed. We got a corner almost straight away, and Lawrence just knocked it straight into the keeper's hand. Now, their keeper last week had a pretty shocking game, and I was hoping that we would maybe test him a wee bit better than that, but just giving him that chance to grab it, I was a wee bit frustrated in, because it just gives him confidence because he's got the ball in the hands inside the first minute. But no, like you say that, and after the sort of 8-9 minutes, I thought we were looking really good, really dominant in the ball, put PSV off their stride an awful lot, but getting frustrated with Lundstrom's chance is unlucky, but Kent, he frustrates the life out of me, Ryan Kent. He's such a good wee player at times, and it's just, if he could shoot, yes, he wouldn't be at us, but it's getting ridiculous now that the shots that he takes at times, and it's just, it gets to him, and I'm not even getting off my seat because I know it's just going straight to the keeper or over.
I mean, I was just happy he was hitting a shot. I was like, yes, he's hitting a shot. Good stuff. We're making progress here. But I think it was very 50-50. I think the whole game, the whole tie was 50-50, really. The first and the second leg. They're an impressive team. They do move the ball well. They've got some really good players, but I just thought we matched them so well for a large part of that first half. Now, the heat obviously was going to play a factor. I do think it started to take it out. I'm a wee bit shocked. What does the temperature need to be for water breaks? I mean, it must have been, they kept saying it was like 32, 33 over there.
There'll probably be humidity. There'll be humidity stuff put in that as well, I would imagine.
Humidity police. Yeah, it'll be them. It'll be them that decide. And no, but then obviously we did start to really tire, and we got off with a couple, mate. We got off with a couple. There was a free header again from a corner that sends over the bar. I do think we were slightly better in defending corners tonight. Not like a huge improvement, but still better. But that one, he probably should have done better. The chance for De Jong just towards the end, Goldschon's got no idea where De Jong is when that ball comes into the box. And either side of McLaughlin, it's a goal. It's just lucky that it's fired straight at McLaughlin. And then they had a shot that, again, Goldschon was kind of all at sea. He cut into his right-hand side. McLaughlin was rushing out, and he skied it over the bar. But to get in at half-time, mate, nothing each. I was like, yeah, is that the guy's going to Man United?
Or seemingly, aye. Yeah, no, I seen that one, because that one, it was it Lawrence kind of was expecting the foul, like kind of up and towards the sort of 35, 40 yard line mark, and Rangers they all kind of froze and weren't playing to the whistle. And then they went up and done that. So we were a wee bit lucky to get away with that. And it was a bit frustrating. And then, yeah, like you say,
scores away again. You'll never guess.
I'll be back.
Carry on for 2 seconds.
That's okay. Yeah, so as it's just me, everyone, yeah, I thought we were a wee bit lucky, particularly with their sort of chances they had towards the very end. Like I said earlier, just them going up, attacking it. It does give you the fear, but I think you maybe need to drag into that we're sitting watching it being absolutely showing buttons.
Nice, mate. I have to apologise that I'm not doing that deliberately. I'm not, but we're not starting again, so I'm just going to keep going.
2 in a row.
I don't know why that's happening. I thought I got that resolved, man. It kept happening when I got this new laptop. Sorry, everybody. I really am sorry about that. I'll try my best for that not to happen in future. But yeah, half time, mate, I was like, right, okay. Still felt really positive. I said there was promising signs for Rangers, and I thought we were looking good for it, mate. Generally, we were looking good for it. Into the second half, and I think, again, without giving them too much credit, De Jong not coming back out for PSV, I immediately kind of raised an eyebrow at and thought, oh, that's a bit of good news, because they don't really have an out-and-out striker at this point. Obviously, they're still very dangerous, and their wide players are dangerous and massive. I know we said that in the first leg, but they are gigantic, man. They're so big. But they played, is it Sangya or Sang? What was his name? He played through the middle after that.
Put Sybri through the middle.
Through the middle, but I think De Jong,
Sangri's their number 6.
So it is. But yeah, De Jong not coming out for the second half, mate. I was like, oh, it's another wee positive sign.
Yeah, I thought so, because, yeah, like you say, they are a big team, and that was one of the things with the corners for us, that we've got this thing that everyone's going over terrible at corners, and we're not great at corners at the minute, because we are a very small team. Barring Goldson, we've not really got anyone to deal with the corners, because if you think back to us dealing with corners, the 2 players other than Goldson that were dealing with them were probably Aribo and Morelos, and obviously they're not there. Well, Aribo's gone, and Morelos, we don't know what's going on with him. So we're not great at corners, but they, I think, are very good at corners. So him coming off De Jong, he's a really good player, obviously. had a very good period at PSV before he had his wee spell in Spain. And yeah, it was good because Xavi Simons coming on, it's another one like Veerman that we've been linked with, and you were like, oh right, what is he going to kind of rub salt into the wounds? But no, it was good to get as a wee guy. So gave us a wee bit of advantage, I thought.
Yeah, it did. And I think into the second half, I don't want to be too critical of the team, but I did think the first 5 minutes again, we had no real composure on the ball, and we were kind of getting out fought as well. And I was like, right, we need to really get our foot in the ball, control the ball, get a bit of calm. But PSG were obviously trying to up the ante a wee bit as well, the way that they were playing. Obviously, they brought on that Xavi Simons, who looks like a very good player. I'm not going to lie, he does look like a very, very good player, a promising player for sure. And yeah, as I say, at first I was like, we really need to be doing better here. And then our first real attempt up the park, mate, about 56 minutes. Lawrence, mate, I thought this was in, mate. I have punched a hole in the roof of my living room because I thought this was in. Just the way he turned inside, mate, and the way he called it to the top corner. This is so unlucky, mate. And his footwork for this was tremendous. But I'm sure I'm not alone, mate, in thinking that this one was in.
No, I was off the couch and I was making funny noises. Not the last funny noises we've been making throughout the game. But yes, no, I was the exact same, mate. Thought it was going in. It was really well played by Lawrence. He kind of take it out away from under him and make the chance. Oh, I thought it was going in. It was so unlucky.
So unlucky, man. Honestly, just a great bit of work. And I was like, oh, and then the immediate thought comes into your head of, don't be one of these nights. Don't be one of these nights where we go close so many times. Like, I just didn't want it to be that. Didn't want it to go out like that. And then,
that was pretty much our first clear-cut chance, wasn't it?
Really? Well, yeah. Apart from Lundstrom, the Lundstrom shot,
yeah,
and
Lundstrom's win.
And Kent shot early on. Yeah, that was our first real chance. But unlucky, man, honestly.
We didn't also speak about Lawrence's wee shot in the end of the first half as well. For he went to shoot it, he completely mishit it. And it was going
he nearly hit me. He nearly hit me in my living room, mate. It was that bad. No, it was. But that shot in the second half, honestly, I thought he was impressive. But he really worked his heart out. He was doing a lot of work trying to cover Tav as well, real box to box stuff. And then PSV decided to have a brain fart, mate, and. In a game all about fine margins, mate, we've capitalised on a mistake tonight. There's no doubt about it. The keeper plays it out to, don't even know the boy's name, and Tillman just pounces on him, absolutely pounces on him. It's 2-on-1, Cholak and Tillman. He squares it to Cholak, mate. I'm already out, jumping about, dancing about like a lunatic, while the wee man's trying to go down to sleep. I am screaming and shouting my head off that we are 1-0 up, mate. And yeah, at this point, mate, I'm like, it is on.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was, and even Cholak at first putting the press on the keeper, and then doing that, and then it makes him take the pass to was it Romalo, I think it was, because he gets subbed right after it to him, and Tillman does really well as well, and then squares it, goes in, and I'm done dancing about. It was absolutely brilliant. And you know what? We've said over the course of these two games that we're very evenly matched sides. This is the type of goal that Rangers have conceded in the past in Europe, kind of thing, isn't it? You've got that feeling that we are very two similar sides.
This is the Dutch football of playing the thing out from the back, mate. It's going to catch you out from time to time. It is going to happen, and this will happen to us because Gio seems pretty set on doing it. We had one moment where I think that was in the first half. Actually, Sands was playing it out from the back, and he just made one ski whiff pass, man, and kind of let PSV in. As we were getting shown a replay of like a throw in or something like that, because that happened far too many times tonight. Like, there was noise happening behind a replay, and it's like showing Gio pointing his hand. I'm like, I honestly don't want to see Giovanni Van Bronckhorst right now. Can you please show me the game? So that happened far too many times. But apart from that, with James Sands, again, mate, I thought he was terrific tonight, and certainly the best of the two centre-backs that played for Rangers tonight. What was your thought on Sands?
I thought Sands was absolutely excellent once again. He's been really good. He's really impressed me coming in at left back. You know, we had this conversation at the start of the season about Suter coming in, and I kind of thought left-sided player? Do we need someone in? Davis is obviously coming to do that job. I think Sands is in a position where Davis isn't getting a look in. Maybe Gio needs to do it to freshen it up, but in terms of your strongest team, Sands is playing really well, and he's been really street smart in some of the things he does. It was like really, I mean, this is way towards the end of the game, but the ball was coming up, and he just stood in the way. I think it was maybe Gakpo just stood in the way of him to not let him run up and try to get the ball. No, I've been really impressed with Sands. Goldson, I thought he had a much better second half. First half, I think he was a bit all over the place. There was a point as well, we had a corner and it dropped to Goldson, and I was just like, why does it always drop to Goldson in situations that's out on the left-hand side? I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's Goldson's one of these players that he gets in and about it, tries to get involved in stuff, maybe when he shouldn't, because there's maybe a better gifted attacking player there that could do that. But he was far better in the second half, Goldson. But yeah, pretty
he was. First. Yeah, he was far better in the second half, mate. I can't disagree with that. I thought he was better in the second half, and even at that, though, we still had a few moments of like brain farts with Goldson trying to pass out from the back, and maybe not just clearing our left. That's easy to say because we're trying to relieve the pressure on us a wee bit, and it's kind of constantly coming back at you. But even after the goal, mate, I'm not going to lie, everything becomes a wee bit of a blur because the emotion just gets the best of you in games like this. Now, I don't remember us having too many chances. I think Tillman has a shot that's saved. It's a decent enough save from the keeper. And then John McLaughlin makes an absolutely superb save, even if he knows nothing about it. We gonna get caught out as they're breaking forward. They get the ball in on the right-hand side, and it's a really good save by McLaughlin. And then I noticed, mate, that it sat on 79 minutes for exactly 4 years and 61 days before we even get into 80 minutes. But I don't know if I'm missing much. Obviously, we brought on Wright and Arfield for Kamara and Lawrence. I'm not going to lie, mate. When I seen Scott Wright and even when I seen Arfield, mate, I immediately went, I would bring on probably Sakala or Matondo, and I'd have probably brought on Davis. I know that's all irrelevant right now. Scott Wright, again, made the wrong choice at one point, mate, right towards the end, where he should be heading for the corner flag, and he decides to go through the middle. What is he thinking? Generally, what is he thinking? But apart from that, mate, have I missed anything else?
Well, on the subs first, I thought bringing Wright on was probably what at the time I was like, no, that's probably the better option because he does offer you a wee bit more defensively than maybe a Matondo or a Scala would at that point. But like you say, it was a wee bit frustrating because I think even when he should have went for the corner flag, Kent was kind of running out in the overlap on the left as well. If we're thinking about the same instant, that he just keeps hold of the ball too long. And then one thing you missed as well, because I noted this down, was Lundstrom. I hope Willie Collin was watching because Lundstrom made a professional foul and got the yellow card for it. Slightly different tackles, but the exact same kind of foul that you make. And yeah, the referee, who I thought was really good tonight, actually. We let the game go, we let the wee niggly things go, which in a game like that, sometimes you like to see. Now, it's easy for me saying that because we're through. My opinion might be different if we weren't through. But no, that was, I noted that down because it made me chuckle when it happened.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember thinking exactly the same thing. When he done it, I went, well, that's a booking. And he got a booking. I was like, oh, football, there you go. It can actually be done correctly. It can be officiated properly. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say that we were holding on. We weren't holding on. We were comfortable. I think PSV still looked dangerous. And he's saying, and it got into the kind of end. I thought our game management was actually really good. I thought we did really well in frustrating them. I do think PSV looked like they chucked it at about 85 minutes. I don't think they believed that they were going to score. I think Tav done really well down the right-hand side to try and kind of kill the game. Then the obligatory 4 minutes of added on time turns into 4.5, nearly 5 minutes of added on time. They have a shot that goes wildly over the bar. But apart from that, mate, we managed to get to full time, mate. And yeah, I had a right wee jump about the living room, mate, when the final whistle went. And then I had a wee moment of reflection to myself as I just kind of sat and thought about what this all means to me. And this is everything. This is, I mean, I generally don't care who we get in the group stages. Honestly, I couldn't care less. But to get here, not only financially, but for the stature of the club and for what we have done for Scotland in terms of European performances, we deserve to be here. 100% we deserve to be here after getting to the Europa League final last season. There is no doubt in my mind we thoroughly deserve to be here. I know Celtic won the league, but there's an argument there that we probably deserve it more than them due to what we've done for Scottish football and the coefficient. And I know you love the coefficient, mate, but this is a real proud day to be a Rangers fan. I almost can't believe that it's happened, and I almost can't believe that we're sitting having the conversation that we're in the Champions League, and the next time that we hear that music, it will be for real. It will be for actual real, because we will actually be there. Man, it's just so good, honestly. You're not going to wipe the smile off my face.
6th or 7th of September. I think it's either the 6th or the 7th of September is the first one. So a couple of weeks away.
Oh, it's not far away at all. Are we at home first? Do we know that yet? No, we don't know that yet.
The draw's tomorrow at 5.
Yeah, 4:45 or something. 4:45, yeah. So I'll be sure to watch that. But Scotia, try and sum up what this means to us.
Well, pretty much all that you've said there. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's the last. Like we've said. It's the last box and kind of ticking off our rise back to where we should be. It's phenomenal. The money that it brings in gives you that wee bit of security as well. You know, I mean, I'm sure by tomorrow afternoon we'll all be looking like, all right, we can sign him. But it gives the club a wee bit more financial security, because I would imagine that there was, when Dave King came in, there would have been this plan by about now we should be in the Champions League. Now, because of the way that the league had went and things like that, and obviously the Malmo result last year, that hasn't happened. But the fact that we get in through the champion or the league path, we get through into it, which is the harder path to kind of get through in the Champions League, because it's all aimed at the top 5 leagues in Europe. It's huge, because, I mean, you look at PSV, they're a massive club in terms of European football history, and they'll probably feel a wee bit aggrieved that they should be in that Champions League as well, because thinking about it, we always talk about Rangers being one of the stars on the Champions League logo. PSV were what a team in the other group from us, and back in that first Champions League as well. So no, it's brilliant to get through. It's massive, like everything that you've said, and then maybe in a selfish point as well, it means more games on Saturday rather than Sunday.
Yes. Oh, mate, things are just, honestly, life is rosy sometimes, isn't it, when it all works out? No, yeah, PSV probably do feel a wee bit unlucky that they're not in the Champions League, but they're not, and we are. So sorry, that's football, I suppose. I just say I'm so happy, I'm so delighted, and if I'm going to be brutally honest, I didn't know if it was going to be possible tonight. I didn't know if it was just a wee bit a step too far, and PSV were going to have too much for us, considering the way we've been performing lately. But Gio seems to know what he's doing in Europe, and again, I know we got fortunate with the goal, but I still think we were in that game, and I still think we looked like we could score. I do think they could have scored, yes, but after everything that we've been through, you're never going to tell me that we don't deserve this more than pretty much any team that's in the Champions League. I think we thoroughly deserve this. It's a fantastic night. It's a night to remember. We are back at the big table. Scottish football, you are welcome, because we're doing our bit yet again. And yeah, it's a really exciting thing to look forward to, mate. And I'm not going to lie, mate, if it had been the Europa League after tonight, I would have been so underwhelmed, mate, genuinely. And that's shocking to say that, it is, but I would have been so underwhelmed. And it's not, mate. It's the big time, baby. Scotia, can you pick a man of the match tonight?
I think James Sands all day long. I know he didn't have overly much to do in the second half, because, to be honest, I think PSV were pretty poor in the second half. Poorer than they were in the first half. It did get a wee bit scrappy in the second half, which is maybe understandable in the heat and in the kind of the momentum of the game, or not the momentum, the kind of significance of the game, because I did see a tweet go out that it was like that last 45 minutes basically worked out to £666,000 per minute a game for getting into the Champions League proper, really. So, yeah, but I think for me, James Sands, I thought he was absolutely terrific in the first half, and then some of the stuff that he was doing in the second half, just really streetwise and clever, which we've kind of bemoaned that we've maybe not been at times. And I like James Sands. Seems like this quiet, unassuming American guy, but he's got a wee bit of dig about him. I like him.
Yeah, and even his tackle in the first half, mate, at one point as well, he went crunching in about the halfway line, won that ball fair and square, and arguably could have had a free kick himself for it. But the ref stopped the game for the PSV player. But no, I do think he was really impressive. Oh, it's tough, mate. It really is. I thought Kamara was great in the first half. I didn't think he was particularly good in the second. I thought Lawrence ran his heart out, same as Tillman. Tillman, it's frustrating at times, I think, honestly, because you're just wanting him to kind of put the foot in the ball, and sometimes he tries to move the ball too quickly, which kind of contradicts us saying that the tempo's not high enough, but you kind of get what I mean by that.
He's another one that grew in it in the second half.
Yeah, for me, yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I'm going to give it to Cholak tonight because I just think he deserves it. The guy's worked his heart out. He doesn't stop. See, if you watch Cholak, he doesn't stop. He literally chases the ball along their back line. But yes, Sands definitely. And yeah, I'm going to give it to Cholak because he's got us the goal that's got us to the Champions League, mate. Scotia, we're in the Champions League, mate. we are back in the Champions League. Wowza, absolutely wowza. Terrific. I cannot wait to read everybody's comments tonight. I genuinely can't wait to read the comments. I think this is going to be a real special one. Yeah, everybody, I'm imagining, is just as buzzing as we are. Don't imagine there'll be too many Timmys tuning into this one tonight. I would imagine they are a wee bit sick. So if you do, I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, mate.
Do you want to give a wee? I can read out the pots for you that the teams that we could face, and you can maybe give us your opinion or who you want out of them.
Do that, mate. Yes, do that.
Right, on you go. Pot 1, Real Madrid, Eintracht Frankfurt, Man City, AC Milan, PSG, Porto, Ajax, or Munich.
Bring them all on, mate. I'll play them all. Why not play them all?
Well,
mate, Real Madrid or Man City. Like, honestly, like,
right.
Because I think, you imagine the atmosphere or something like that at Ibrox. Can you imagine that? That's going to be incredible. Yeah. I'll say Real Madrid.
Right, I probably want AC Milan, if I'm being honest. I really want to avoid Bayern Munich because I'm not sure, but that might rule Tillman out from playing against them.
Yeah.
Obviously, he'll be in the squad, but I don't know if he'll be able to play against them. So pot two. So this is tasty. This pot 2: Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juve, Atleti, Sevilla, Leipzig, or Spurs.
Oh my God. Well, Liverpool probably, or Chelsea. Liverpool or Chelsea, something like that. A big English team. If Real Madrid was the first, then yeah, a big English team. Or Spurs again. Be good to have Spurs. Next.
Yeah,
by the way, we'll win both the tie. Over the both ties, we'll win 6-0, obviously, mate. Like,
oh, aye. For me, I think I'd probably want Athletic, mainly because I've not taken Real Madrid from pot 1. So a wee trip to Madrid to face Athletic would be great. Right, pot 3, some familiar foes in here. Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter, Napoli, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, or Bayern Leverkusen.
This is ridiculous. What a silly game this is. I don't know, mate. Inter, not the Italian team, so Inter Milan, mate. I'll go with them.
Right, so we've both picked the Madrid and Milan teams. For me, I'd probably Sporting Lisbon. Take them. I know we've played them recently, but I take Sporting Lisbon because that gives, I think, they give us a chance of getting that third place for me.
Finishing third, yeah. Look, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, mate. It's just so good to be in with the names like that again, mate. Doesn't it make a difference from like young boys? No disrespect to the young boys, or like, you know what I mean? Whatever other team that you're playing in, it's kind of like a meh game, like Rapid Vienna and that, even though they were great ties and whatever, and probably right for where we were as a football club at the time. But now to be back at that big table, mate, honestly, yes, the bigger the name, the better, because Ibrox will just be, I can't wait. Honestly, see that first tie at Ibrox and that music, oh my goodness gracious me, that is absolutely tremendous. Scotia, thank you so much for coming on and doing this tonight, mate. I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that you'll remember doing.
Aye, cheers. No, absolutely enjoyed it. Yeah, we probably do need to head because I see that Pearson's been phoning us from Mexico in the video group chat, so he's probably doing the bouncy somewhere in Cancun.
Probably, mate. The missus is probably already chucked him out. He's probably had to go get another room, I would imagine. Generally, when nights like this, I'm privileged to be able to have a podcast and to be able to come on and share that with everybody and share it with all our subscribers, who I'm sure are going to be just as delighted as we are. And I genuinely meant it. I can't wait to read all your comments. It's going to be brilliant. A real pleasure. Rangers have done it. We are back in the Champions League. We are the people, and bring it on. Until we speak to you next time, we are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. And remember, we're in the Champions League and we are the people. Cheers, everybody.